significant losses. We have secured the sector. New objectives marked. Now we capture this sector.
Yeah. My bad. A little bit of technical difficulty. I gotta do some updates and shit. But I don't feel like doing it right now, so there's that.
Requesting a vehicle drop at the marker.
Copy. Vehicle assigned and inbound.
Hostile mark, 300 meters.
We are initiating an attack on Bravo 1.
On the fucking top of the building? How do you even get up there? I know you gotta get like a parachute from a helicopter, but damn, bro. They got infinite lives too.
I'm not gonna last.
It's a wrap.
I'm not gonna last. Help!
Too far away to mark him, huh?
Friendlies are securing objective Bravo 1.
Tango mark,
There is an available
150 meters
support
away.
drop ready.
On my mark. Need a pickup over here.
God, I got two of them quick though.
Oh, I need help here.
Pick me up, bro.
Please.
Yeah, I got two of them quick, bro. Oh. Wow. It's only one of us over there left. All right, come on.
Tango mark. East.
Sheesh.
Stay back.
Need a dog.
I need a ranger deployed at my marker.
They're attacking objective Bravo 1.
Holy shit, this motherfucker, man. Fucking snipers, bro. I hate snipers.
Oh, help! Oh, somebody help me, Dad!
One shot, one kill with the sniper, bro. Under the bridge. What kind of...
Our forces have taken a blow, but still remain strong.
Crazy. Fuck are these guys at? They were up there? I could have swore they were down on the ground. Whatever.
Allies are assaulting Bravo 1.
Grenade for him!
Our forces are moving to attack Bravo 1.
I'm reloading! Hold on! Need ammo!
Damn, bro, I should have healed first. Damn, they all over there now, too. Damn, I should have healed first. Next time, I'll heal first. Got him. Knew I shouldn't have went past that fucking rock. Tons of them in there too. Trying to get like 2 or 3 in a row real quick. Sheesh.
We've taken the sector.
Tango down! Tango down! Outgoing!
They have nowhere to run.
Got him in
Taking
the
the
head.
sector will end the battle.
What the fuck is shooting in here? Like, bow, 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 bow.
Objective marked, move in!
That headshot was nice, though, I ain't gonna lie.
Requesting deployment of a
Charlie
ranger
1
at
attack.
this location.
Begun by outposts.
What's in there? Where's he going?
Never mind. I need a pickup! Mark the hostile device! Southeast!
Attempting to capture Charlie 2.
Grenade going out!
Got him. Let's go.
Charlie 2 is in enemy hands.
Whoa. He hit me from way up there. What kind of cheese is that, bro? Appreciate that, bro. Crazy, my nigga. Hit me from way up there.
Our forces have taken Charlie 1.
Better together.
Shit! Running down! I need a transport vehicle at my marker!
Request received. Pursuing the vehicle now.
This is great!
Got them both. Let's go.
Great work! are making this look easy.
God damn, bro. Crazy. What a battle.
I need help here.
It's the shield guy.
Please.
Everybody hates the shield guy.
Reinforcement numbers are falling.
Yeah, it's because we haven't taken C2 yet.
Objective mark, move in. Ooh, you are doing well.
God damn, bro. What the fuck? Where was he at?
Не подходите ко мне. Оставьте меня здесь, не рискуйте. Medic!
Can't even keep C2, C1. Where the fuck am I at?
Our forces have the
Oh.
advantage. We have almost won.
What the fuck?
Nice job.
Holy shit, is somebody coming to get me? Oh, he's on the roof. Okay. Can I go up here? Let's go up there. Try to kill him. Since he wants to be up there. Damn! Both of them motherfuckers, bro. Damn!
Здесь, не подходите. Somebody.
They went to work, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to sneak up on him, but I don't know what gave me away. He must have had a sensor or something.
If we secure this sector, our victory is assured.
God damn, bro. Crossfire like a motherfucker. I had no chance.
Соблюдайте дистанцию.
Let's go.
Our victory is imminent. Take the final objectives.
Requesting a ranger drop at this location. You are making this look easy. Work, keep it up. Grenade going out.
Smoke myself, yeah. Going crazy. Too much shit going down over here right now. Damn! They on that spot, bro. They got every angle right now.
We are close to the
Got baited.
secure this sector.
We are at 50% resources.
Grenade out.
The fuck? Holy shit. Of course.
Задело кого.
telling you, they got everything covered right now. They done locked in,
Control.
but we can't even move no more.
Victory is nearly ours. The enemy defenses have been broken.
Help me!
I don't know what they talking about. They taking that shit back. This dude all the way over here trying to fight the... I don't know what he doing. Fucking tank or something right there too. Shit, he got his shit tagged up. I ain't let him see me. Fuck that. I tried to blow it up, it didn't work out.
Do not come to me!
I don't know why we all the way over there fighting that truck in the first place. You know what I mean?
Hostile tank marked.
It ain't gonna really get us nowhere if we blow it up, or really anyway. I done spawned over here with the wrong rocket launcher anyway.
Bring them back. The defenses are falling.
American troops have secured an objective.
Send to these flags! We have a man down!
Charlie 1 assault initiated by all troops.
Got you. How about that? Jump around for that.
Infantry target! We have wounded!
Ah. I don't know why them other shots didn't hit.
Requesting medical aid!
It's an L. We can't take this shit.
One is down! Reloading!
We are very close. See the second.
Sentry deployed! Friendly is down! Barely hurt!
Charlie 1 is now ours.
Let's fight together. We broke it through.
Damn, bro. That's tough. Trying to rock another angle from other guy, and I go right into another angle.
Somebody! Help!
Damn. Yeah, they took this one. It's a wrap. Ain't no coming back.
Than that. So I'd say men.
Sure. Wait, can you just scoot to the table and have the mic on the table? What about you?
Same. I'm not 100% sure on how many, but either 30 or 40s.
Not what you said in the
30
car.
or 40.
What did she say in the car?
is.
Elle,
What did
throw
I
her
say?
That's
under
not
the
what she
bus.
said in the
Everyone
car.
wants to throw me under the bus.
Yeah,
We're
what
talking
did I
about
say in the
what's
car?
said at the house, and
What
we're
did she say in
going
the
that
car?
way.
We're
And
gonna
like,
have a house fight when we
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be a long drive home. You want me to start naming names?
no.
What did you
What,
say?
names
What
for
did you
you?
say in the car? What did you say? Wait, here. You don't say anything. Just go like this for how many?
I'm pretty sure this girl did not say that
What
low
did
of
I
a
say
number
in
in
the
the
car?
car. I could have sworn your ass said 45 or 50.
Damn.
Didn't I just say somewhere like 30s, 40s?
Resources are running low.
That's not 45 or 50.
Okay.
So wait, it's 50.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Okay.
She doesn't look for
Yeah, you
at
guys
all.
are gonna have a very interesting car ride back.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
just
you for
saying.
that.
Well, I'm
Thank
actually
you.
staying here.
Oh, you're staying here?
Yeah, my boyfriend goes to school here.
He goes to UCSB.
Yeah.
Oh, convenient. Oh, we should have you on the show more often.
Convenient.
Okay. So 50?
It could be.
Could be. All right. What about you, Kirsten?
6.
6. Okay. Byrony?
First off, it really ain't nobody motherfucking business. I don't like the fact that people is all about slut shaming and body count. Look, we
here
get
we
horny
go.
too. Us bitches like some dick. You know, we shouldn't have to. If you can't be in a relationship, you should be able to get that dick. You feel me? Like it's healthy. That's a part of being healthy. It's not just your physical. That is all a part of it. You need to get that vitamin D. Like,
What is she
you understand
talking
what I'm
about?
saying? So it shouldn't be nobody shaming about how many bodies you got. A lot. You feel me? Like it is what it is. Like, and to be honest, shit, I forgot. I stopped counting after 10 because it ain't nobody motherfucking business. You could literally catch AIDS after having sex one time, or you could beat 1 million people and not have nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it don't matter.
If you had a brother, would you tell him it doesn't matter and like the girls he's picking?
Look,
Right.
I tell him strap up if you want to make sure you don't die out here. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you want to be promiscuous, honey, it's 2023, baby. It ain't our grandparents' time no more.
No, but I meant
It's
I'm
too
not talking
hard.
about like.
God,
So what do you mean? Like if you want to get married, should you be fucking other people in your marriage?
No, I'm saying like if your brother had 2 girls to pick from, all things being equal, one slept with 50 dudes, one slept with 2. Who would you tell him to pick?
That ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like my grandpa used to say, it's about what the person is, their heart, their soul, their spirit. We don't give a fuck about who they didn't fuck. That don't mean and what money. None of
No, but
that
I
stuff should matter.
but I think the idea is like if she's been with 50 people, like what are the odds your brother or the guy is going to be the best she's ever had? Like how is he supposed to compete with?
But it should be
that what
about
should matter?
that.
Is that what should matter? And
What the
also, if
hell?
you ask me how
There we
many
go.
of my actual committed, if you ask me how many of my relationships I've cheated on, 0. I might
Zero?
be a motherfucking slut.
He said 0.
But I am not a liar, cheater, any of that bullshit. I do
Well,
not
I didn't
cheat
say
on
you were a
people.
liar.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
saying
That's
that's
it.
another stigma. It's like
But
just because my body count is high and my sex drive is high does not mean
Right.
that I can't be in a committed relationship one day when I'm
But
ready.
I
But
might
we
have
can-
been
but
with
we
anywhere
can-
from I don't even know how many people, but my current boyfriend is the most sexually comfortable person I have ever been with, and like it's amazing. It's
Right,
really
and
love.
but like my thing is we can make inferences based on data, and all of the data says that when women are virgins on their wedding night, that is the highest chance they have at a
Holy
happy,
shit.
successful.
And you know
Goddamn.
why?
That's
Because
because
you
that's all
know
they've
exactly.
ever had. They don't know
Because
no
they don't
better.
know better.
Can I say
Right,
something?
Because
why
they
do you,
don't know
so why
better.
do you need to know better?
Shit.
Because most
Because
of the
you
time,
deserve
because
better.
most of the time, if you get better, like if you slept with 50 dudes, there's no way you're gonna keep the best guy out of the 50.
Why not? Why not? Because as you get older, you realize it's not just about the size of his dick. You learn so much through other
It's
people
also
and the
not
experience,
all
and you get it out of
And
the
you can ask for what you want.
Hold on, wait.
They
So
don't
to
know what
me,
they
if
want.
you marry the girl, let's say you're 35, you're both 35 years old, whatever. Who cares about the whole like age thing? You're 35 and she
Who
slept
cares
with
about the
50 people,
age
you
thing?
slept with
But
50 people.
you're 35.
Let's just say you have somebody who's 35 who slept with one person. Women reach the height of their horniness in their 30s. Who's more likely to cheat on you because you're just not self-satisfying her because she has
Guys,
no
but
experience,
wait,
she doesn't
I'm
know
saying,
any
I'm saying
better.
this isn't even a personal thing. Like I'm talking about numbers, data.
Why are we debasing the human complex
virgin-
experience to data and statistics
Okay,
and
and I can
numbers?
take and I can take and I can take it anecdotally.
They wanna be
where,
whores so
the girl that's
bad.
on OnlyFans is saying she's on antidepressants. Like there's more problems when you sleep with more people, and I think like
Why
I
do you think that
ignoring
is?
this-
Why do
there's
you
so
think
much
that
nothing.
is?
And I think ignoring this is just delusional.
Why do you
It's
think that is
delusional.
then? Why do you
Why?
think it's-
Because
yeah.
I don't think women are meant to sleep around like that.
Why?
I think
But we have
that
needs.
OnlyFans and antidepressants have a correlation is delusional.
Do we not have needs? And just as much as men want pussy, we want dick? Like, or you?
Are women horny?
Yeah.
Sure, yes, but that doesn't mean we're meant to be sleeping with a whole bunch of dudes.
But
And I think-
men are.
And I think what can attest to this is the one who waited till she was married is the one that is like, or is the one that's married here and
Right.
seems to be in a happy, healthy relationship.
Could that be
That
though?
is the-
Because the majority
But
of
she was
virgins
like
on their wedding day are religious. That is a religious thing. And in the Bible, it says that you were supposed to be with that one person for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So could that be because that is a religious thing?
I think
Yeah,
religion is
absolutely.
great. I think religion helps.
So
I think
yes.
it's
beautiful, but I don't.
And I think that that's if you want to make that decision for yourself, that's fine. But don't sit here and judge other people who don't want to
throw
do that.
data and statistics in people's
And I'm
face.
saying, let's look at results. Like I think just like in good faith,
numbers are
I think
quantifiable.
I've been with
That's why we
maybe
don't
50
want to talk
people,
about
and I'm
numbers.
telling you, as a person sitting right in front of you, that the person I am with right now is my favorite.
Okay, well, I'm really happy for you. I really am, but I'm saying across the board, like this is the thing with women, like you always take it personal, like I'm talking about you.
Generally
and I'm not
speaking.
talking about you guys personally, but we look at society as a whole. The outcomes for women for sleeping around are not good. We're more divorced. We're more on antidepressants. We're less happy than we've ever been.
But that's not
when
just
we make
women.
this
That's
decision.
men and women.
And that's
But
also why I
see, you're
said
doing
to
it
an
again. You're
extent,
doing it again.
you
I
know?
can't make a statement about women without saying but men. Men have issues
The thing is,
too.
you put us all in the same
but
box.
no,
It's
because we,
creating
in
the
order
illusion
to
of a
have a
double standard when-
conversation, in order to have a conversation about anything, we have to have
But
generalization.
that's also why I said,
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
to an extent, body count shouldn't matter.
I just don't know why we
think-
can't open up the conversation to also just discuss
Yeah.
promiscuity in general.
I think
Because you're right, there's a lot of
simpler-
depression associated.
They don't never
with
want to
promiscuity.
own up
But
to
on
being
both genders,
the
it happens. There's a lot of
gatekeepers of
guys who
sex.
It's
just
not the
and
same though. It affects
promiscuous.
women more, and the data will
Right.
tell you that. You're right. Like the best outcome is when they're both virgins on their wedding night. Like that is the best outcome.
I've never taken
If
this
we're-
survey, by
if
the way,
we're-
so they
if
don't have
we're-
my
if we're
data.
looking at
I'm
the
not
best
really sure
outcome-
what the
look,
source
okay,
is.
Okay, they've done multiple
I don't know
studies
if
on
you,
this,
they
but
by
promiscuity
best
Have
outcome,
they?
I think you mean the people who
Yeesh.
stay together.
They won't let her
No,
talk.
no, they asked them if
Don't-
they're
they
happy in their
not
marriage. That's what they would
necessarily-
do. They would come back 10 years later and ask if they're
Okay.
happily married, yes or no.
To be honest, living in LA, if I would have been waiting for marriage for a nigga to put a ring on my finger, I would have been dead. Like you fuck around and die a virgin. Like waiting. Are you kidding me? Like ain't no way.
And I just
From
wanna-
the
I just
men
wanna
you
say-
want, but 1 in 3 men are
It's just like-
1 in 3 men are sexless. So there are men that will wait, but the
Yeah.
problem is like women can sleep
In LA,
up.
I
And
don't
women
think
women
so.
can sleep up. So typically women sleep above their level.
I don't disagree with you when you say that like full promiscuity is not good for you. When I got most of those sexual partners that I have were when I was young and I was not happy with myself, and yeah, I regret it, and it didn't make me feel good, and I spent a long time not being with anybody. But I also on the
we
wait, wait,
agree.
wait,
We
no,
agree.
no, no,
It's
no,
not
no,
good
no,
for
no,
women.
no,
We
hey,
were.
hey,
I think
girl,
we're.
hey, I wasn't done. Okay.
It wasn't done.
Yeah, I don't disagree that full promiscuity
Holy
is
shit,
not
bro.
great for you. But I do not 100% do not agree that being with one person for your entire life is good for you.
What value?
I don't agree with that. And I will say that because sitting at this
Yeah,
table
mad
here,
at-
I have had the longest relationship. And I say that because a huge part of, and I'm not going to say it's superior because I'm not going to tell people how to live their lives. Everybody live a life how you want to live, you know. But I will say the simplest way I can explain it is when you involve multiple people in anything. It's
Right.
very complicated.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
hearing all of these stories from all of you, what I hear is it's really complicated. It's really stressful. And I've actually talked to my husband about this before, but I just told him, I was like, I'm really glad that I didn't sleep with anybody before you because it does seem like it's really stressful and it's really complicated.
Yeah.
And there is an outsized amount of risk for women. There is. We are the ones that end up on the receiving end of we are the ones that end
Got
up on the
him.
receiving end of a lot of STDs. We have the complications from that down the road, and it is risky. And so the less risk you expose yourself to, the less risk you will actually have happen to you. And so that's all I can speak to.
Yeah.
Is that
Fuck
the
around
less
and
risk
find
you
out.
have
Problem
on one
comes
person.
in when it goes
can I-
into being judgmental about it.
Yeah,
you know?
and I
At
agree.
the end of the
And
day,
I'm not. It's not my
your
place
decision and
to
your
be-
decision. If you want to be with just your husband, that's fine.
But-
that's
but I
great for
think-
you.
but I
can't-
But
I
it's-
don't-
it
I can't
doesn't
agree
solve
saying-
any problems.
But the
by
problem-
sitting here saying
Hold
that
on.
it's bad for
I've been
you and
listening
you're
the whole
making
time.
bad decisions.
I am going to say this though, but you did say you don't think it's healthy to be with one person, and
Right, that was
fundamentally,
stupid.
even though I understand that you don't like the stat she's talking about, and I'm not going to say that people don't have successful relationships any which way, right? It doesn't matter. There are people that have successful relationships, and they come from all different backgrounds, and they have all different body counts. But what I will say is the idea that one man and one woman only sleeping with each other is not a healthy relationship. That's not
You
true.
know, you're right.
Right?
That's
not
probably
true.
not the words that I wanted to use. And you're
She
right about
fucked
that.
up. All right.
It's not that I don't think it's healthy. I don't think that it can be healthy. Like I don't think like
You think it
like
sometimes
for
can't
you,
be? Is
I
that what
don't
you
know
mean?
your relationship personally.
Yeah.
And your relationship could be perfect. I don't know that.
No one's,
but I think
no one's
that,
relationship is perfect.
But you know what I mean? I don't
But it
know
is
you.
very
I don't know
happy,
you
yeah.
personally, and I don't know your relationship. But I do think that pushing the purity narrative is a really easy way to put a lot of girls in a really
Damn, they
unsafe.
blew it up.
Did you hear? I didn't say anything
you
about
know?
religion. I didn't say anything about purity. I
But
said I
even just
only slept
saying
with
like
one person. That's all I
just
said.
like you like pushing the narrative that being with only one person
Yeah, what's wrong
Well,
with
it
that
sounds like women
narrative?
do a lot of
What's
all I
wrong with
said
that
was-
narrative?
No,
You know what I
sleeping
mean?
with multiple partners can fast track you because it's like I said,
Right,
more
you're okay
factors.
with
That's
that
why I'm saying
narrative,
I
but
think
not
it
the-
matters to an extent.
But I think
you know?
No, just fundamentally, more factors, more risk. Less factors, less risk. It's literally that simple. My life
Right.
has been easier. My life has been happier because I have
because
had
you
less
got lucky
risk.
and you picked the right guy.
It
She
wasn't
got
luck.
lucky.
It was
That's
very
what she
intentional,
said.
and that's actually something that
Yeah.
I think a lot of people. This is what happens with the dating apps too. And sorry, now I'm
She
going
said
off track.
She
but
said
like,
she dated her husband. Correct me if I'm wrong. She said she was in a 8-year, right?
Yeah, and then we got
altogether,
married
but
at
with
5
years.
years.
Yeah. So she dated him for like 3 fucking years before she.
But I'm saying that
Cuffed
there
him.
are a
As
lot
she
of
should.
women
It's
who
the-
don't see that kind of man. When women are getting abused,
But no, so
that
this is
man
the
is
other
not
thing.
always abusive from day one.
But most
What
men,
is she
I wouldn't
talking
say that most
about?
men are abusive and most
No,
women
no,
are
no, no,
abused.
no.
So, and what I'm talking about is the fact that like, because what you're talking
Right,
about
she
is
just
you're
brought
saying that
up
women
some
are being
weird
put at
shit.
risk by sleeping with one person
no,
only, and that's
I
fundamentally
I
not
don't
true.
think that I think that maybe you're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm just saying that by pushing that narrative,
but the
it-
narrative I'm saying is that it's simpler to only sleep with one person. That's not really a
Right.
narrative.
but
it's
lack
just
of
true.
experience is what puts you in
I
unsafe
guarantee
situations.
you- I
You know what I mean?
guarantee
And I'm
you-
not saying sexually. I'm just saying with people in general. When you decide like one person, that's it. You get to know someone for a long time, but you don't know who that person is until they show you who they are.
Well, then
you know.
it's, the people you. By that logic, though, then you know the people you sleep with even less because of the amount of time I've
Yeah.
spent with my husband.
I-
so you're
I-
again exposed to more.
Right.
It's not you specifically,
Exactly.
you, the theoretical you.
But that's why when I say
They don't
like
wanna hear it,
I
bro.
think body count matters to a certain extent. You know
I'm not
what I
gonna
mean?
say it matters because, like I said, people come like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say that. Do I
It
think that it has
matters.
an effect in the data?
That's
yeah,
why you
but am I
guys
gonna
can't
say that
talk
it's
straight.
gonna affect someone's personal relationship? I don't know. I don't know because there is data, but there are also people. I agree with what you said earlier.
Yeah, and that
Like,
kind of reminds me of you actually had this one girl on here. She was wearing like a pink mask and had a kind of accent. I don't know if you remember who I'm talking about.
Oh,
but she
yeah.
but she didn't she was saying something that I kind of agree with when she said,
She was
you can't
saying a
just
lot.
narrow someone down to just a number. I agree when you say that, and I know that you're not coming from that standpoint at all whatsoever. So don't think I'm just
Ran up
directly
on him
talking
and
to you.
killed him.
But just like when a guy hears a higher number than 6, 5, 8, whatever your statistics, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying they immediately
Tank's
put
trying to
you
get me.
into a box, and that's something that even Justin on the last podcast and him and I talked about. Like, it's just this thing where it's like this construct of, oh, I'm going to be compared to this many
Got you.
men, so holy shit. And I mean, I get it to an extent, but it's like, bro, if you feel like you're not up to the
God
it
damn,
shouldn't
bro.
even matter because
Bro,
sex is
guys,
not the
look,
reason
it's
that
very simple. Guys don't want whores.
Right?
We don't want
It's
to.
very
We don't want to
simple.
date the town bicycle.
But they want you to be a whore in the bedroom. It just don't.
No, not necessarily. But look, guys care about body count. Point blank. Period. Like it is what it is.
And
Why
that's
are we making
alright.
such blanket statements?
That's
like we know
alright.
every
Gener-
man, every woman.
Generally speaking, men don't want to date promiscuous women or women with a high body count.
What's
Right? There you go.
I mean, it
That's
varies.
subjective.
It varies, but I
Two
mean,
could be high.
he said over 6 before, I think, right?
I
I don't
mean,
wanna put words in your mouth,
it
but-
depends. I mean, that's some of the studies indicate that once you get over 6, that's when your likelihood of, for example, divorce increases dramatically. I don't remember the exact numbers on the other
the
studies.
biggest dip is actually.
I'm gonna
two.
come back on the
Like,
podcast when I'm
difference.
married for 3 years. I'm gonna do it.
Maybe we'll take
Okay.
photos
But
then.
the whole point is, whenever men have standards, we shame them for having standards. Like if
Exactly.
a girl,
There you
if
go.
a girl says like, I don't want to date a guy that's short and broke and fat, okay, fine. No, like they're not going to
Yep.
argue with that. But if a guy says, I want a girl with a low body count, like we argue for hours and say
I would,
don't
I
judge.
would, I would argue with a
Don't-
woman that
no,
said
but
that they wanted
saying-
to
but
not
you're
be
saying-
with
but you're-
someone.
but you're saying like don't judge, and I honestly
I
think
never said anything
you
about
said
that.
that. You said that earlier. Yes, you did.
I never said that I was gonna judge a guy
But you
who
said-
wants to be with a girl.
No, but
who's only had one partner or
But
wants
you were
to be a
saying we
virgin.
shouldn't be so judgmental.
I
something
never,
like
sa-
that.
I never said anything judgmental about a man who prefers that.
But we've
no,
been
I
talking about
just
body
think-
count for the past 30
And
minutes.
I'm okay, but my
Alright.
whole point is that
Like, what did I say that was judgmental?
My whole no, I said you said something about that we shouldn't be so judgmental.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
okay, that's what I'm addressing, and I'm saying,
Okay.
you know, I don't think it's kind to act like people don't judge you for promiscuity. I don't think that's kind
Right.
to women. I think it's better to be honest. And the world doesn't owe you understanding. The world will judge you for your decisions. Like you don't get a get out of jail free card. And I think it's
Exactly.
dishonest to say that like men don't care about that stuff and there's going to be no consequences, because a lot of you guys have said yourself that there are. Like you've said it out of your mouth.
I want to change the
But-
subject
but
because
you
we
were-
talked about
I
this.
They don't
mean,
want
I
to talk
think
about how
that
they.
I have
They
said
never
that
want to
there's
talk
something
about
that aren't
body count.
consequences.
Okay,
I
don't
think
worry
there
about that.
are.
But you were saying that there's something about value. You were upset that men value this in women, and that you're thinking that men are diminishing women's value to their body count. That's not the
No,
case. It's just
I don't think.
a metric.
I don't think.
Hold
I
on,
don't
let me
think
just finish.
That, though.
Let me finish. It's just a metric by which men look at a potential partner
Mm-hmm.
and decide, is this someone I want to have a relationship with? Is this someone I even want to be with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Justin was talking about buckets, so it's like there's relationship,
Yeah.
there's relationship, and there's hookup.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of guys will do that. So, like a girl who's promiscuous, they might not care so much if you have a high body count if they just want to fuck you. But for a relationship, for long-term commitment, for marriage, it's going to matter much, much more. In
No,
those
and I'm understanding of that.
circumstances.
And
Uptight
the
ass
person
dude.
that
Right.
the person that I choose to be with in the future, I hope is understanding that my hypersexuality is something that I embraced during a time in
You
my
ain't got
life,
no
and
choice
that
but
I
to
can
hope.
say goodbye to when I meet that person.
Well, that's convenient, isn't it?
But
Right.
that's I mean, yeah, it's convenient if I'm ready
Exactly.
for love, and that's something I want to experience next. But it's not something I'm like fucking
It's not that
like
simple.
earning
though.
for or something.
It's not that simple though, because the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. It's
And maybe
it's
I'll be alone
if you've
forever and you
had-
guys are
if you've
right.
If you've had certain, I don't know what your personal like. This isn't a personal thing,
No, I'm
but
just
it's
saying.
like. If someone's done something for 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, it's going to be harder and harder to quit. So the longer you like engage in certain
Exactly,
decisions, it's harder
right.
to stop. And we don't even have to make it
Becomes
about like sleeping
a
out. It
habit.
could be about like if you drink every day for 10 years, it's going to be harder to
Habitual.
stop.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
You can get over it.
We have we're on the same page.
I'm not against you on
Come on,
everything.
yeah, I hit him.
No,
By the way, I don't know
I
if
want to
we-
be heard.
I don't know if we got to go fully around the table as far as body count goes, but or Zoe, did you answer?
No.
Zoe,
I
body,
didn't.
body
No.
count?
No, I really don't think it matters. Mine's probably upwards somewhere as 100. And this is my.
Damn.
Let me just like interject a little bit because I'm waiting
Preface
to talk.
this.
This is why I consider myself.
Closer to the mic, please.
This is why I consider myself very middle ground, because at the end of the day, what she said, I agree with something she said. I agree with something she said. I agree with some shit you said. At
Same.
the end of the day, it literally comes down to the reason people are bitching about this dumb stuff is because they're so
Oh, here
unhappy
we
and they're
go.
projecting, right? They're like, ooh, you're wrong for only sleeping with one man in your life. Ugh, prude. Oh, you're wrong for sleeping with that many people in life. Ooh, whore. If people just minded their freaking business and worried about what truly
That'll
makes them
fix
happy.
everything.
If we were just
right?
like Barbie,
Holy
the world would be a better
crap, half
place.
of this stuff. That's why half of my comments on my TikTok
Oh,
videos are like,
Barbie's
she
gonna
just
be back
ended
there.
all relationship podcasts, because I come down to it from a human experience, right? Like, men are not here to fund your life and make you happy. Women aren't here to do whatever the fuck men think women are here to do. Fuck 'em. I don't fucking know. At the end of the day, it's like, what do you want? You want a girl with a low body count? Guess what? Go get it. You want a girl who's a whore and will just suck your dick at any point and at the time of day, at the drop of a hat? Guess
Right,
what?
right.
She exists and you can find it. And that's where I find that a lot of people find solace in my content, because I love the arguments. You know what I mean? It's content. It makes the world go round. It's entertaining. But at the end of the day, if people were truly
bro,
happy in how they lived life, no one would argue with
They
each
wouldn't
other.
care about
But
yours.
the fact that people are so and it's not like, oh, don't judge, only God. It's not that simple. If people were actually doing the things that make them happy,
Yeah, it's just about the
no
bigger
one would
picture.
give a shit about any of this.
Well, I
that
mean, you're
reminds
kind
me
of
of something-
you're a little bit dismissing. Like, we can have intellectual conversations about these topics.
Right,
and
exactly.
Yes, you're right. At the end of the day, if a woman with a high body count, there's going to be guys out there that don't care. There are some guys out there that don't care. But I mean, we can also have, I mean, it's even beyond just an intellectual conversation. We can also just say, hey, look, if you choose to partake in certain behaviors, if you maneuver in the world in a certain way, that's going to have consequences.
Yeah, 100%. You know, like accountability. And I know, and I always talk about, I talk about specifically that women, I feel like we lack a lot of accountability just because I'm a woman and I see it and I can speak to women. But who am I to tell a woman she shouldn't? You know what I mean? I feel like the word should is such like a, when you use the word should, like you should, this is what makes you a real man. You should do these things. So make you a real woman. You should do these things. Where we're creating anxiety and unsettledness and shame and guilt in people for the way that they're living life.
I honestly
use the
agree
word
with
should.
100% of the words that just came out of this
count.
woman Zoe's mouth. Like, dead ass, like, being... I would never in my life sit here and say that this young woman right here that has not slept with anyone, or this beautiful woman right here that chose to wait until marriage has done anything.
What about me?
You're a beautiful woman too.
Thank you.
Pretty lady.
Thank you.
Talk about a pick me, right? I'm just kidding. But no, I would never say anything about their decision. I think that it is your body, and that is a beautiful thing that you've done, even from the opposite perspective of somebody that has done the opposite. I think that's like if that's what makes you happy and that's what makes you think that and whether you're right or wrong is not my decision to make, because there is clear evidence that right here sitting next to me to my right that it can work out that way. That's totally
You ask them about body count and they talk for a half an hour.
your body, your choice.
I just think we should. I just think we should be honest about the consequences. And like that's my only thing is
and
I just
I'm
don't like
owning
lying.
my shit on camera in front of 10,000 people.
I'm not saying you're not.
But I feel like
Own
your
it.
I feel like a lot of comments that you make are geared towards the people that I make my comments geared towards too, right? Like if an OnlyFans girl is like, I deserve a high value man, and he shouldn't care about. I'm gonna be like, no, be fucking for real. Like, no, it matters. As someone who's in the industry,
I pressed the button, it wouldn't let me do it.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I really agree with what you said earlier. I've been like listening the whole time, just been kind of quiet, just trying to take in what all of you guys are saying. But like, I agree with you. I really think that we should just let people live how they want to live. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's not affecting you personally.
Yeah, but
so I
nobody
don't see
does
how
that.
that's a
Be
big issue.
realistic.
Like, just let people do as they please, as long as it's not personally like getting in
That's
your
funny.
life. Then I don't see the issue with it. Like,
yeah.
Body count
And I just
make
want
motherfuckers
people
be
to
like,
look in introspectively,
stop
be
being
self-aware,
nosy.
because a lot of people lack it, men and
look
women.
at things from other people's point of view, not just yours.
People need to stop shoving it down other people's throats. Like their view is the only view that is allowed.
Yeah. Because I don't agree with like Christian views.
I don't
Who am
have
to
to
tell
live my
Christian they're
life that
wrong?
way, but I don't give a fuck if you live your life that way if you're not affecting me directly.
Like
The bottom line is that values are different from person to person,
Yeah.
and value is different from
Straighten your
person to
mic,
person.
straighten your mic.
So what you
Yeah,
may
straighten
find
the
a
mic,
high
straighten
value
the mic.
man may not be what someone next to you finds a high value
Yeah.
man, right? And same with value as a woman. Like, you're saying like, if this woman is a lower value woman because she slept with many people, well, I'm sure that there are many low value women with poor integrity, lack of integrity, bad women, dishonest, who've slept with one man, right? Or none. So it just
Okay.
comes down to the values that
What's
you
your
have.
point?
There is
though?
nuance, but men generally want the same things, and women generally want
Right.
the same things in general. But there is always going to be.
I guess
nuance.
men generally want a virgin. I didn't know this.
And then we can go into the nuance of where that stems
Yeah.
from, but I don't, we're not actually gonna get into that. That's like, no.
Yeah, like she-
but
No.
Paternity. It stems from paternity because men historically had to make sure that the kids were theirs, and historically we didn't have DNA tests. So if a girl was
Right.
promiscuous and sleeping around,
don't know it's their kid.
basically like the man wouldn't know that if the kid was his. So it's not even necessarily something they can like biologically help. Like
There
it's
you
just how
go.
they feel about it. And like guys might lie to you about this, but like guys feel this way.
that's great. But guess what? I don't care about those guys. If those guys care about my body count, guess what? That guy is not for me because my life path has not gone down that virgin life path. Those guys were not meant for me. So at the end of the day, that opinion of what men want, I don't want those men. And that's okay. They're not wrong for feeling that way.
Yeah, they're not.
They don't want me. I don't want them. We're cool. Why we gotta argue about it? You know
That's
what I mean?
exactly
like,
why I just,
holy
that's,
shit.
that's what I said to
Yeah.
her. Like, I'm not going to say that because of statistics, you are not going to have a good relationship in the end. I'm not going to
You
say
will
that.
have a good relationship.
I
You'll
don't
have the
know.
relationship you want.
Yeah, no, but like, there's no way to say that. I don't think it's dishonest to make that statement because there are rules. There's always exceptions, and not only that, but everybody is on a different path. And I think, yeah, that's just what I think. I agree.
There you have it. The great debate. Does body count matter? Obviously, you see that they can't just answer the straight question. It's a tough topic, apparently, for women. It's simple though. Like if you're the gatekeepers of sex and you have a high body count, it's your fault. It's nobody else's fault but yours. I don't understand why they don't understand. I mean, they maybe do understand, but they just trying to be naive. Cause like you said, it's convenient. Holy shit, what was happening right there? Was he trying to punch his own friend? That was crazy.
The enemy pushed us off Alpha 1.
They definitely did push us off Alpha 1 quick, too. We got all types of tanks and shit, though. Let's go to the recoil list.
Russian forces captured an objective.
Damn, they already over there, too? Oh, hell no, I ain't finna spawn way over there and run way over there. Fuck that. They got me fucked up.
I got out of a serious relationship about a year ago, and since then, I've only been on 2 dates, and that was back in January.
Right.
I am not seeing anybody right now. I've been very career focused.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that's been my
There
goal.
you go.
And so you were on the show
Smart.
last show on Tuesday, and you said that
parachute.
you were waiting for marriage to be intimate with
Okay,
the new
nothing
partner,
wrong with
correct?
that.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But you had been in the past.
Ah, that's fucked up.
You said you're not a virgin, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, do you think it's going to be difficult to find a partner that's going to be willing to wait?
No, because if we are chasing the same path of, we're pursuing God, which is ultimately
Nah,
our
that's some
goal,
bullshit. I
and
ain't
if
waiting
he's
if
pursuing
you're
that,
already not a
then He's
virgin.
gonna have the same feelings towards that, and ultimately, I want to find a man of faith.
That's cap.
who
That's
is
a bunch of
chasing
cap.
Purity, and in order to have that purity, you're chasing God. So it goes hand in hand with two of those.
Cap.
And I mean, Chase is sort of similar to you in this sense, in that, I mean, Chase, if you want to share.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been saving myself for my future wife for the past 2 years. Same thing, not gonna sleep with, my future partner before we get married. Gonna try my absolute best not to, at least.
Yeah, see, there's people out there that do that.
It's rare though here in California.
California,
as you
yeah.
know.
And but you also, Chase, you're not a virgin.
Correct. Yeah.
Do you
Born again.
regret not being a virgin?
Honestly, I don't really. I mean, it's a sin, and I'm grateful for
Sinner.
Jesus' forgiveness of those sins. I'll regret it if the woman that I want to marry is like, yeah, I won't marry somebody who's not a virgin. Then I'll regret it. But,
Sure.
I mean, I haven't slept with a lot of women relative to guys our age. My number's under 10, but but I know my way around a woman's body, and in that sense,
I got him
regret it,
real quick though.
Word.
You see how quick I hit him?
Got it. I guess my whole question with that is that
2 headshots.
Can you really? And I guess this is a question to both of you. Can you really?
Good shit, medic.
Since you haven't maintained your virtue, is that?
Virtue?
Is that
Chastity?
Yeah, your virginity. My question is what? Why wait now? Since you've already crossed that threshold, does that make
Right,
sense?
exactly.
Why? I'm not
I mean,
criticizing
I'll
you
just-
guys, but I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Why wait since you've already crossed the threshold?
I'll start. I'm sure she has a different answer, but that's once I got serious about my walk with God, I realized first off, by not continuing to fornicate, that's something that I could do to honor Him, and second, that's something that I can
Got
save
him.
for my future wife. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
save that for my future wife.
That's how it
because
is for me, too.
For me,
I
when
feel
I
it.
have sex with a woman that I love, I form a very deep bond to her, and I don't want to form those bonds.
Yeah, I wanna
with
kill the
women
bitch.
that
That's
I'm
what he's
not gonna
saying.
make my wife. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I can feel that within me
Ike
still
Turner
from
shit,
previous
boy.
partners, and I don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah, ultimately the reason we're doing it is to honor God, and sex outside of marriage, it's ultimately sin. Sex in marriage, that is what God intended for it
Right,
to be.
right,
And
exactly.
to experience that type of sex with your husband who you've committed yourself to, it is going to be such a strong bond versus somebody I've just been dating for a few weeks. I don't know if I'll be with them for the rest of my life. There's just
Exactly.
not that intimacy that you're going to find in your marriage. And ultimately, that's what I want in my future husband and for us when we get
And that's
married. So
good.
until then, I am focusing on my work, myself. There's no need to partake in any sexual activity
real.
outside of the marriage. And if I'm dating
feel it.
somebody, we're going to set boundaries together. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to establish, you know, what's okay, what's not okay, and how to approach it. But ultimately, we'll go to God about it, and He'll guide us through it. So
Okay.
that's how I feel on
Cheers
it.
to that. It's a good
Cheers.
answer.
So I want to, just on this note, and then we will continue along the panel with the previous question. You guys heard all that.
Damn. What the hell? As soon as I came
Has it-
out.
Has it made you
Sheesh.
want to wait until marriage, Hensley? To
Absolutely. I
have
think
sex
that-
the next
I think
time?
that
She said
convinced
that
me.
absolutely.
You're convinced?
Oh yeah.
Cap. What about you? What do you think
Cap.
of that? Like, what do you think about waiting until marriage to have sex?
I mean, I think they could obviously do what they want. It's not going to hurt nobody if that's what they want to do. So they can go ahead and do that. I personally don't think it's an intelligent choice, and I would never
What?
do that.
You don't think
but
it's an intelligent
there's
choice?
people out there who think that's what the Lord above wants them to do, and that's their business and not mine. But I will not be doing that. No, I'm not saying that you need to sleep with somebody on the first night, but some people, sex isn't a big part of a relationship, but I personally think that's a big part of connecting with somebody, and I'm not going to marry somebody without knowing how that's going to go, because it's a marriage is serious. That's a lot of money, that's a lot of paperwork, that's a lot. And I don't know, I get maybe
She wanna
waiting a
fuck
year
first.
or a couple years, making sure you're very devoted to them, but I don't think it's smart to wait. for
Feel like
something
this
that
costs too much. I want to fuck first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm married. I didn't wait, but it sounds like neither of you is saying that you have waited, from the side of being total virgins either. I actually think that's pretty interesting.
What?
I've never really thought.
Where the
too
hell
much
did he
about
come
it.
from?
How that you could maybe come to that conclusion after, but I totally hear what you're saying. It's like a deep connection to form with people. So, yeah, to each their own. I mean, whatevs.
Whatevs.
No, I mean, I think we all respect your guys' views on it. I guess, can I ask a question? Do you
Yeah.
guys find it hard to find a woman or a man that has the same values as you do in regards to sex before marriage?
Ultimately, I'm giving it over to God, and I'm just asking Him to bless me with the man of my life. So
Oh.
it's not like I'm gonna go out
Missed.
there and just actively seek him. Under the rock, I don't know. I think God will bring him to me. So I put my faith and trust in Him.
Wait, did you say you're on dating apps?
I was, yeah.
You were. Oh, that's right, for a hot
I
second.
downloaded it for 2 days, and I was like, I don't like dating apps. Delete it. So yeah,
Dang it.
frustration right away.
Where the hell is he
Yeah,
at?
it's totally challenging, especially here in California. Like,
Yeah.
very, very few girls feel similarly about all this as I do.
Wait, did you say you're on dating apps? Sorry, I'm.
No, but
He's on Christian Mingle.
Are you really?
No,
And farmers
not.
only?
I'm not.
Farmers
I'm
only
actually
chase?
on Amish only.
Ah, okay.
And Mennonites only. No,
nice.
Farmersonly.com?
yeah, no,
It's a good one.
I'm not on any, but like I was telling Grace, I'm on the waiting list for the right stuff because it's for conservatives and stuff. And I'm like, as I told Brian, a right-wing extremist. So
Jeez, he's kidding. He's kidding.
but yeah, no, it's challenging. Like most girls around here like don't share similar beliefs at all.
Hell no.
And it's weird because it's like a deal breaker for me. So.
Well, yeah, obviously, it's very important to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nicolette, would you wait until marriage to have with your next partner? What do you think?
I feel like I'm about to burst into flames right now. Surprisingly, I actually grew up in a conservative Christian family.
What? That's crazy.
I
You
don't
would've never known.
necessarily hold myself to their beliefs exactly, but I did go to Sunday school, growing up. So I respect that decision. Do I hold myself to that same standard or expectation?
on, bro.
No, but I respect people who do, and I don't judge them. I don't think it's weird. I don't think
Did I
it's
hit it
anything
that
to make
time?
fun of. I think it's actually really cool. So.
Do you feel like growing up in a conservative Christian household kind of made you want to like rebel against that as you got older?
Oh, shit.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's something I notice with a lot of people who grow up in households like that. Like if it's like really overbearing, they just hate it and they're like, "Fuck all of that."
Where the
like I'm gonna go in
frick
the
is that?
opposite
Oh, he's on the
direction
roof.
as I get older.
I don't know. I just like attention.
There you have it. She just wants attention. Oh, he almost saved me. Good try though, bro. Thanks.
Alpha 2 needs attention.
The Russian reinforcements are thinning.
Not done yet! Reloading!
Fucking dude's gone. I did all that to get up here and he's gone.
Marking a hostile. 100 meters away.
Hostiles are trying to seize one of our objectives.
Scanning for hostiles.
Got him.
Tango down!
Damn, that's a good guy. Thought it was the bad guy. Hey, shit.
Call in when you need a support drop.
Tracking.
Just going down like.
Reloading.
Holy shit. They only got 5 lives yet left. They can't get us. We winning. Got me one.
Stop the Russian attack. Well done.
Hey,
Site will remain
got me
safely
one
in
right
our
at the
hands for
end.
another day.
Got up there and hit him with that pistol right at the end.
Like, I'm looking for, like, I'm not posting this just to be like, oh, I look hot here. I'm just like, my body looks nuts right now.
Same.
No,
I got an
because
amen.
girls are purposefully showing their buttholes on Instagram. Literally.
Their buttholes now, definitely.
The
You
thing
just
is,
said
the
we
thing
love
is,
the girls'
the
comment
thing is,
10 times,
the
million
thing
times
is,
more than we like any guy's comment on our
from my
profile.
perspective,
Backwards.
I am building art. And so, like,
So
if-
are we. Get out of here. So
I
are we.
know that can sound so one-sided. Whatever. I don't care.
What do you think we are?
I don't care.
Too.
I literally
Wow.
pay and get paid to step on stage to get judged for how I look.
Don't leave the podcast.
Alright.
We get
So-
paid for
okay,
our
okay.
Instagram posts.
Don't do it
So-
to yourself.
Girls
So-
get sponsorships from companies.
Literally.
But what
Let
kind
him
of
talk, let him
sponsorships,
talk.
though,
We
specifically
sell
for?
vagina.
Let him
But
talk,
is it-
please.
is it
She
like-
said
we can put our
sponsorships.
vaginas on
Is it
the
clothing
page.
sponsorships
Stop
or food
interrupting, let him talk.
sponsorships or sponsorships that help you obtain that goal of getting that art that you're trying to work for?
You're gonna be surprised, but
I'm like twerk for many years. I was a twerk teacher. I'm a dance teacher in many different ways. So, and I remember I posted, and most of my followers are girls. So when I post like a twerk video sometimes, which is not even sexual, like I'm fully clothed, I got a lot of messages like, oh, I wish from women, I wish I have this level of confidence. Like, teach me, please. You inspires me a lot with your feminine energy, the way you express yourself.
Okay,
I'm so like.
Okay, I got to interrupt you because we're moving away from the original point.
Right,
Kind of the
exactly.
original point that you were trying to make is that as a guy, we don't have like chicks just ruthlessly sliding into our DMs.
Yeah.
Like
Some
girls,
people has again. You
bro,
like,
some.
oh, they, but
Okay,
who
without
cares?
working for
Who cares?
6'5",
They
blue
don't
check mark
understand
athletes
still.
on Instagram. Girls are DMing them. That's fine. However, average girls, 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, just average chick that goes to college is getting dozens of DMs a week.
So
An
this is
average-
guys.
there's a social-
It's like the men
post
want
us in a burqa and they
No,
will
but-
still do that.
I'm
No.
living my life.
It's
I'm
not about what we're
beautiful.
posting either.
Okay,
Who cares?
but
Why
the
do you
point-
care?
The point is that there's a difference there between the attention that men and women receive. An
It's
average
easier for
girl, an
women.
average girl has dudes sliding into her DMs. Hold on, an average dude.
He's
an
like,
average
hold
girl
on.
has average girl has dudes sliding into her DM. Average dudes ain't getting a DM in their entire life.
So,
Right.
But men need to
How's
stop
that
your
a
relationship.
relationship?
It's not your problem, but part of being in a monogamous relationship means limiting your options.
No,
you live
Yes,
in
I
this
agree with that.
world.
So-
We're different. We're not
Yo,
like
You
a
want your
100
you're,
years
you're,
ago.
you're living in this world. You shouldn't say that, but
You want the girl to give
Okay.
up her Instagram?
If you're
For what? What?
For a
relationship
with
Can
you?
you elaborate?
Just in general.
For what? What is she giving it up
She
for?
wants to be with you, and what the whole Twitter feed thing was about.
That your question is still very vague to me.
Instagram is a dating app.
right.
saying-
Point blank
No.
period.
Yeah.
Business.
So here's
my
the thing.
business. I'm
I
making
have
money.
had-
It's a
I
lot.
inspire
It's not just
people.
Okay,
a date.
so
Like,
so
it's not a
fine.
dating
But
app.
for example, let's say an average. You guys are all content creators, whatever. Most girls are not content creators. They're average chicks, but they have Instagram.
Exactly.
Dudes are sliding into their DMs. It would, in that situation where finances are not a component, it's like
I wouldn't have
it
one.
would
What
not
do you
be
need it
unreasonable
for,
for a
right?
guy to be like, "Yo, you're getting DM'd by a
So
bunch of
men
dudes."
just
like,
hungry. They just
Everyone's
How's
hungry.
that
Her
her
fault.
fault? Like,
If I was a normal
your
chick like that, I
problem,
would
not
give up my
mine.
Instagram and not give a damn about it.
If-
for
okay,
sure.
wait.
Now, if my livelihood didn't depend on it, I wouldn't care at
But-
all, and I wouldn't have one. But the fact that ours does, yes, it's different for us.
men
Okay.
and women are not the same. Go ahead.
I'll let these two go real quick.
Okay.
Thank you. I was just gonna say,
Respectfully.
if you're in like a secure, if you're secure with yourself, both partners, and you guys are secure with each other and have that foundation, you can get hit on
Okay.
anywhere. This could happen at work. This could happen
Yeah,
at the grocery
obviously.
store.
same.
However, if you're secure with yourself in your relationship, you know that even if she's getting DM'd this amount of DMs, she's not going to do anything with it. And why does that bother you? If it bothers you, then that's something deep that you need to go searching within yourself.
insecurity.
Oh, here
It's
we
your
go.
own
It's
insecurity.
not insecurity, it's
no,
called
you
having
even
a
mentioned.
boundary.
No,
It's
you
called
even
having a
mentioned. Oh,
boundary.
guys with check marks. Clearly, you have something about guys with check marks, and you're
no.
worried about it because you've been attacking
Boundaries,
Lexi
though.
all
What
night.
boundaries?
It's an insecurity with yourself. I hate to say it, but it is.
It's
Because
insec-
if you were with
get you a check
somebody,
mark, Brian.
I
if
have.
you were with somebody that like you felt good about and you knew she was all about you and you guys have trust and everything, it doesn't matter because this can happen anywhere.
I think a man should be proud, if anything. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
there's my there's my woman,
A man
and
should
she's
be
doing whatever
proud.
the f- she needs to do. She looks good, and people are loving her, especially women. And of course, men are gonna
Okay,
look at her,
But
be
she's
proud of
with
that.
Sorry.
But she's with me.
She
like,
Okay,
every day
so
choose me.
that's fine. That's fine. But one of the things you guys were talking about, well, what makes a traditional woman? One of those things is modesty. Posting photos of
Right,
your ass
exactly.
on Instagram is not being modest.
no, but I actually
We're not
get
traditional
I don't
though.
do
We're not.
that.
We're not
Yeah.
traditional.
That's cool.
But
Then
let's
enjoy
say-
your
no, no, no.
50-50
Yeah, we're not
relationships.
traditional.
Enjoy your 50-50
Yeah. No, no,
relationships.
I'm talking
This
about
world is
right
not
now.
traditional
That's
anymore.
fine.
That
Then
world.
you guys, then when someone breaks into your house, you guys can defend it.
Well, duh. I
bringing the
shoot
strap
guns and I'm
out,
a
Brian.
boxer, so yeah.
See,
bringing
here's the
the
thing.
strap.
This is one of the primary issues in modern dating. Non-traditional women want men to adhere to their traditional gender roles. You want men to be men, but you want to go post your shit on Instagram. You want to fucking f- around and
Yeah.
be loose and be promiscuous.
What do you
You're
mean?
putting
Women
words
are
in my
mostly
mouth.
loyal.
That's
Like
not
everything
true.
together.
Like
We're
you
all
have
got mad,
we
they
want to
got-
love you guys. We do love you
Trigger.
guys. We're all for you guys,
Trigger.
but we can't do that because you're not insecure and you'll let us do those
It's not-
things.
yo,
Because you know that we're not doing it for
That
men.
is-
But wait, I'm not saying
What-
be
what-
proud. Be
Stop
proud of
y'all
somebody that's
from
putting
doing
like her ass out like half naked to that comment. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Yeah.
I can be sexy in a dress. I have a sexy look to me even if I'm wearing I'm fully clothed. That's not my fault. That's not my
Like,
fault. for
I'm
getting
just
DMs to
What-
that.
sexually attracted feminine
You're
woman,
not saying that, though.
and I'm just posting like my shit. It's
But
just
your
my
girlfriend-
passion.
your
Like
girlfriend
I'm
is
like,
sexy and beautiful.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. So she's
and not even like as a
doing
job,
both,
like
you
just a
know?
regular photo, just like having.
Brian
an
needs a
Instagram.
regular girl is what it comes
Yeah,
down
just
to.
a
I
regular
date
girl.
Can I
regular
speak on
women.
behalf of the
I,
DMs thing
And you
again?
said
What's
like
that? I date regular women.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
and one of the reasons why. And I mean, a lot of you guys live in LA. I mean, this is why I've refused, even though, well, despite having been doing content creation for 10 years, I've refused to live or move to LA.
I feel you.
Like it's just toxic. But that's a whole nother
It's toxic as
conversation. I date regular chicks. I'm not dating content creators. I don't think I've actually ever dated a girl who does content or who does OnlyFans ever.
When you
I'll
say
da-
content is like 100% like adult content, or you just
You
I'm
just
dating like,
said
any
that.
kind of content.
I'm dating like
Sheesh.
PhD students and like corporate chicks, like
Don't those girls
nurses.
I've done all of that. I
Strong
have my
jobs
master's.
that are like very
I still create
stressful. They come
content.
home and they're like, "Oh my god, my job's so stressful." Like, you deal with that stuff for sure with those girls.
Yeah, I have dated
Probably
some.
more than the content creators.
That's doubtful, but I've dated women who have stressful jobs. I've dated a doctor. I've dated pharmacist. I've dated a physician assistant.
Right.
How much time do
nurses.
they have
Sure.
for you?
Yeah, and nurses, honestly, a little red.
They have time for you in the relationship.
Nurses are a red
Well,
flag.
these were more short-term relationships, but I mean, most of the women I date, I'd say are.
I mean, first of all,
Like-
nurses are freaking crazy and toxic.
I have
Yeah, I've dated way too many
Her
nurses.
best
so
friend
trust
is
me,
one.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
But okay, what you call insecurity, I just call having a boundary.
And in regards to the insecurities, and we were talking about the DMs, and if there's like a bunch of guys, whatever.
Can you guys get
guys-
off your phones, please?
Sorry, yeah.
It's just
Put the phones
11
away.
p.m.
We're gonna wrap in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I do
thank
get
you.
messages from men and women, and then men obviously I don't entertain, but even the women, like I've had people offer to fly me to New York and like pay for all this shit, and I like delete that stuff. I don't even reply. I don't open it. I delete it because why would I want that sitting there? Like I kind of hold myself to a little bit of a higher standard, to be honest. To even have that in my DMs, just because like
When you're in a
I'm single too.
relationship.
I'm single, and I deleted like 5 messages this morning
would
from
you
the
do
guys and girls.
that?
Oh, maybe
Why
I do
would
the
I want to
same.
entertain
Why
it?
wouldn't
I do the
you?
same? Who knows?
Because I have values and morals that I
Your
want to
value
uphold.
is my
Block
woman
the
can't
shit
take
out
me
of
on
there.
a trip.
Some random woman wants to pay for me to go somewhere.
You're psycho for that.
How am I psycho
Are you
for that?
crazy?
I mean,
No.
No,
They
I
ready to
understand.
get flown
Yeah,
out.
I'm like from
in a way.
super
Listen
good.
at 'em.
Yeah, I
Absolutely
understand.
not.
Yeah.
Right.
I
But
would not put
still,
myself
like
in that
maybe I'm
position.
acting the same in DM because I consider Instagram as
If
a
I don't
job.
want if I don't want a girl that I want to date to be doing this stuff, I'm not gonna do it either.
I agree.
So I want to
Have
have
a good
I want to date
time.
someone that's like similar to me.
But that could be the boundary too. Just don't respond to them or delete them.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Exactly.
You
Well,
know?
that's what I'm saying though. Like, don't
Just
leave
set
it
the
in
boundary.
your DMs to just like have it
Yeah.
sitting there.
And don't reply, and that could be the boundary.
Because it's not my
You know?
responsibility if someone texts me. Like, I can't control that.
Yo, bye, Felicia. Thank you for the $100 super chat. Hey.
They be trying to not take responsibility for nothing. But on that note, I'm going to holler at y'all next time. Peace.